actually really put up a fight because they were on it till the end. And I think anyone's just been waiting to get that spot, and they were like, the moment they got a chance, they jumped and grabbed it, the first one, right?
Yeah.
So we never know what's going to come ahead. And about the other teams as well, we cannot actually predict because it's too early to say anything. It's just one game down, right?
100%.
Yeah. And then we got a lot. And we saw that even the BLAN Arena got packed.
Yeah.
First day, can you imagine that?
100%. Yeah, there's a
I
lot
want
of
everyone
people
at
here
the
to enjoy.
stations.
The diversity in here is crazy.
Everyone,
by the way.
sir?
I think we mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Over
Everyone.
50 nationalities just competing within this esports community. Imagine everything else.
Yeah. And also, I'm really excited to see what's the real physical turnout is going to be for this Digital Games of the Future this time, because we had, let's say, more than 40,000 people literally come physically in to watch it in person. And now we are one year after that, so it could double, it could triple. You never know, because
100%.
as we see the BLAN Arena for the day one first match, which is possibly the coolest match, I would say.
So far.
Yeah, the first match could be the coolest. It's just feeling things. But we got a packed BLAN Arena. Come on, it's not small, right?
It's amazing, yeah, but let's also not take away from the online viewers. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you'll definitely have to expect a lot more top-tier analysis from me and Heidi, for sure.
Of course, of course. If you're just looking at the last year's online viewers, we had more than 460 million people.
Yeah.
460 million people. Just
Brilliant.
whoever is watching right now, whoever is listening to us right now, and you're seeing the trophies in front of you, you are possibly among the least 460 million.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely sure it's going to be way higher than that this time. Right.
We're definitely here in the future, and everybody viewing this at home is a part of it as well.
Yes.
We have the teams who are part of the future. We got the team over here working with us, part of the future. Everybody here is all working to take a step into what the future holds. And for us, or not for us actually, for the teams, it's $1 million. For us though, it's we get to show you guys the love and appreciation that we have for the digital games of the future, as well as the appreciation that all the viewers at home and us have for PUBG.
Right.
Continuously growing, non-stop, worldwide. It's amazing.
It's indeed, because you have to accept the fact that they are coming down, sitting here on the desks, and then fighting, where it's not, they don't have the comfort of the place that they're used to, let's say, because they practice either in their homes, their club homes, you never know. But that has a comfort, or they are used to the space, they're used to the vibe and everything. But here it's a brand new place. They have never seen the stage before until today, right?
100%.
They're just coming in, sitting down, and then they are realizing, okay, this is where I'm sitting. I have my rivals right next to me sitting.
Yeah.
So how is it gonna be? Am I gonna get bothered? Am I gonna be excited? Am I gonna be stressed? Who knows?
It's important. This is why it's important to always clear your mind before any sports.
Yeah.
And I think that's also part of the message that the Digital Games is trying to give us. Now, of course, also shout out to Solid Core Resources for your general partner. We love you guys. Back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, apologies. Back to what I was saying. We're really bringing the future in all aspects here, because mental anguish doesn't only come from the physical aspect of sports, it's also from the esport part, the online digital part.
Yes.
Which is bringing it all together here in the Digital Games of the Future, in BLAN Arena right now with Battle Royale, brought to you by Alatao City Bank.
Of course. The just imagine the scale of Digital Games of the Future 2026 this time, and the specialty of the PUBG this is the first time that we're having PUBG for the Games of the Future. That's a very cool thing, and we are a part of the history. Come on, we need to accept that. And whoever is watching, you are too, because you are watching the first ever time we're having PUBG Battle Royale for Games of the Future. That's history being made right now as we speak. And then also, let's look at all these disciplines. We got 8 disciplines, right? And PUBG is just one of the 8 disciplines that we have. But look at the price, the scale of the prize money, because in total we got around $4.6 million in total, out of which 1 million goes to what we are watching now.
100%. It's a lot bigger than a lot of us think it is.
Yeah.
And I think slowly but surely, as the games progress, as the days progress, everybody will start to realize how much this means for the future civilization of gaming and the physical sports industry.
Of course, just can you imagine the fact that somebody sitting right here in BLAN Arena is gonna walk away, their team is gonna walk away with $1 million. Right, that's huge.
Incredible.
That's a 4-player team walking away with a huge chunk of money. And also, let's not disregard the fact that this is not easy money. Like, these teams did not get here easily. That they fought for it, they trained for it, they had the discipline, they had the dedication. They actually worked for it, I would say. And whoever wins, they deserve it for sure. At the end of the third day, whoever did not win, they actually got a really great stage to be on.
100%, but I think that's kind of looking at it in a positive way.
Yeah.
Some teams and some people would look at it in a pessimistic kind of view where if you're not first, you go home with nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Heartbreaking.
It's $1 million, or you go home and not look at yourself in the mirror for the next week or two because you don't know how you lost it.
Exactly.
So it's really a lot of pressure put onto these players, but I'm sure they can handle it. This is nothing new to them. It's new to us, though.
Yeah. But it's going to be a lot of fun because even if you're heartbroken, even if you lose sleep over this 1 million, if you lost it, but I mean, come on, look at the scale of Beeline Arena, man. Come on, we gotta give it to them for hosting this Battle Royale brought to you by Alatau City Bank. It wouldn't be possible, let's say, with anything but the sponsors. But yeah, let's give a big shout out to all of them. And of course the teams, and let's not forget the fans.
100%, we can't forget the fans. They're the heart and soul of every team. Regardless, we got the players playing, we got the fans cheering them on. It's loud. It's so loud here in the Beeline Arena. It's wonderful.
Oh,
the fans are constantly cheering. They got the little clappy things. I don't know what it's called. They're just clapping it.
Yes.
It's
but yeah, I don't know if how much we can bring this energy onto the screen because we are physically here, literally. We are listening to the teams, the fans cheering for their teams. Initially, we got the local team, Diga Esports.
Yeah, of course.
Wow, that was. We got quite some fans for Diga as well, for every team, because every time any team got a kill or a knockdown, we had loud cheers, we had loud claps, shouting, everything going on right here in Beeline Arena. So it's huge. It's huge, and being a part of this, watching it in real, that's unmatched, I would say.
100%, and let's also not forget to shout out. Diga Esports is a local team here, so there's a lot of fans out here coming to support them. They may have not done the best in the first game, but like we said, this is just the beginning. 14 more matches to go, 2 more days to go, and the rest of today, anything can happen. Make sure to stay tuned. Also, shout out to the mascot there in the crowd, looking absolutely wonderful there.
Yeah, we got the mascot for the PUBG, Arlen, right here in front of us, the wolf. That gives us a lot of energy, right? Like, we need that fun in the stadium.
Yeah.
We need that fun in everything, on the screen, off the screen, everywhere. So this is going to be a lot of fun. There is the GK Esports as well. I think they are rediscussing how they're going to go forward, because now they got some weight on their shoulders to carry, because now they're in the top 3.
Yeah, for sure.
They have to keep up with that in the coming days. It's not that they have to, but every single one want to be there at the top 3. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And let's talk about how beautiful the trophy is, man.
Oh, it's absolutely stunning. I've seen no trophies more beautiful than that one, I can't lie. It's really modern, it's futuristic.
Yeah.
It's simple, but I feel like it relays the message enough. It's modern, but at the same time, it's nothing too crazy.
Right. And also, let's not forget the coaches for the teams, right?
100%.
Like, all these performances, all this discipline, I would say, it's not just that the players need the skill and how to manage the team for the IGL, or the other players have to go along as a cohesive team, as a single team, as a single unit. It's not just about that, but let's give the credit to the coaches as well. I mean, they are off the screen, they are behind the curtains, but all these performances, everything that's going on here, a huge chunk also goes to the coaches who are behind the scenes.
100%. Like we always say, in any sports, no matter what it is, in any aspect of life, really, communication is key.
Yeah.
Which is always being relayed by the coaches and the IGLs. And without communication, everything seems to just fall apart. Without communication, we wouldn't have this wonderful arena set up for all of you guys watching at home and everybody here in the arena with us.
True.
Communication is a key aspect of every part here, as well as the constant reminder that everything's going to be okay. Just stick to what you know, and it'll be okay. It'll all work out somehow.
Exactly. That's a trust, that's a confidence, and to go forward, and also that's experience, right?
100%.
That matters a lot. But yeah, just look at the arena when you all have seen it on the screen. How beautiful is it to look at, and also how the teams, every player gets the credit, every player gets complimented, because your pictures are in front of your desks. Come on.
Yeah, 100%. It's really, really good looking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at it here from the back of my eye. I'm staring at it. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. They got really nice LED lights all around. They got really nice laser lights going around. It's giving us a really nice show here, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Yeah, looking forward to keep on seeing this for the next couple days. Yeah, for sure.
And if you take a look at the different desks, let's say different teams, some teams are just sitting back and chilling. They're just relaxing, you know. And that could be how some teams function. But at the same time, there are some desks, if you look, they are actually on the game. Their hands are on the mouse and the keyboards. They want to keep at it. They don't want to disconnect from it. But some teams, they just want to sit back and relax. They're ready for the next game. We are chill, right?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, just bring it on, right?
Some people might take it as overconfidence, though. Yeah. So it also goes back to the professionalism and stuff. Everybody's here to play fair. Everybody's here to have fun. Of course, fun to the certain extent where it's like if you lose $1 million. But like, it's still fun regardless for them, I'm sure, because they enjoy doing this. If they didn't enjoy what they are doing right now, I'm 100% sure that they wouldn't be here participating with us.
Of course, I totally feel you. Because let's take a step back and look at the big picture, right? We are in the future. Everything looks futuristic. Every single light, every single thing that you see looks futuristic. And also how the teams are laid out, how the teams are arranged on the stage, and how everything works out. And also, it's really cool that for the audience and also for everybody who you are watching on the screen as well. If you look at the teams, if you look at the desks, you can actually see that if some team gets eliminated, I really find that very interesting. I told you.
Yeah.
If any team gets if they get eliminated, their pictures actually go grayscale. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did actually. It's a really cool point. And we are sorry, apologies. We are currently having some technical troubles within the audience, and we will come back to you shortly.
So we're gonna sort out everything. Because
it'll be sorted out soon, don't worry guys. Yeah. But still, for now, you're gonna have to hear our voices for a little bit longer. Apologies everybody at home. I know you must be tired, but still, we got a couple more days of this. We got a couple more hours of this today, a couple more tomorrow and the day after that until we see the winner.
Of course, and trust me, we promise you, it's all gonna be worth it.
100%.
No moment go wasted. But yeah, let's take it back to how the whole vibe of the futuristic. Because the first thing, let's go for the first one. Where this is happening, that city, that's futuristic, like incredible Astana. Like how beautiful of a city that we are in.
We've only been here, me and Heidi, a couple of days, guys. And to be honest, I would really, really strongly recommend coming down here to visit. They have the modern part of Astana, which is literally the city of the future. And then we have the old part of Astana, showing the roots and traditions of this beautiful, beautiful country. And we've talked to many of the locals here, and they are friendly. Of course, language barrier is a little bit difficult, but we're in the future. We got Google Translate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all okay here a bit. But it works out. It really is. Like, they're nice people. The weather's beautiful, by the way. Of course, it's a little bit humid sometimes, but realistically, that's okay. There's like wind. It's comfy. It's cool. It's calm.
It is indeed beautiful. I cannot wait to explore more in Astana.
100%.
I mean, the beautiful thing is that the whole thing, the Future Games for the Future by Samra Kazina, the whole thing is built upon the concept of futuristic, right? The lights, the sounds, the graphics, the whole vibe, how the stages are set up, how each team has been set up, how the competitions are running. Everything is futuristic. You feel like you're in the future already.
Like I time travel in the airplane here.
Oh yeah, and that's very easy for everybody who is watching. You're watching the future right in front of you. But we have the teams who has a long way to go in front of you. Just cheer for your teams, cheer for your opponents' teams as well, because that's the whole thing about the competitive games, right?
100%, yeah. Another thing to mention is just the country of Kazakhstan in general. It is beautiful. I'm sure a lot of you may have seen photos of Almaty. Stunning. The mountains, the scenery, the nature. It is literally going back to our roots as human beings. Coming to Kazakhstan has made me connect with the past, modern parts, and the current parts of life. It's all coming together as one, and it just makes me feel cozy and at home.
Right. And also, when we talk about, again, Battle Royale brought to you by Alatar Citibank, the PUBG for the first ever time Games of the Future. The unique thing about PUBG and a couple of other games as well, as we said, the Physical has this concept of having digital side of it and physical side of it, whereas PUBG is purely esports, right? Yeah. It's purely, there is no physical side to it, but that's the beauty of it as well. Like PUBG is widely watched game. It's widely played. The player base is huge, let's say. And of course, along with that, the fan base is also huge. I mean, we are all fans of somebody. Right.
100%. Yeah, it's a continuously growing fan base, one of the fastest in the world, matter of fact. So it's really an honor to be here, to be hosting it with you, Heidi, especially working with the team members here. It's an experience for sure.
Indeed.
And it's one that I can't forget, and I'm pretty sure the history books won't forget that either.
Yeah, yeah. And also, as we said, we got 2 more days to go, and this is only day 1. We only have 1 game done. We still got 4 more to go. And then the unique thing that I always notice is that for every day we start with a map, and then we go through the other maps, and we bring us back to the old map again. And that tests you actually to see if you really have learned something from the first game. Have you?
For sure.
Have you taken something from the first game, or are you just going to go in as another fresh map, right?
I feel like that's a mistake, actually, that some teams may tend to make, because going into every game as, okay, it's a fresh game, but that's to take off the negative parts of it.
Yeah.
If you're taking all parts out of it and saying, oh, this is a completely new game, I haven't played it before, fresh start, that's a mistake, because what happened before was a display of the tactics of every other team that is a part of the same competition.
Yeah.
So for teams to be neglecting those and just saying, oh, let me just try something new now, it's a bit iffy, to be honest, Heidi.
Right.
It probably won't work. But of course, to each their own. Everybody got their own way of doing things. Who are we to say?
Yeah, exactly.
Still.
Exactly. We never know. So next up, we got something cool coming. We got Diga Esports giving you, and we're gonna have something cool coming up next. So take it away.
Games of the future with one of the teams that are relatively new, but already had shown so much potential, energy, and strong drive. The Diga team was founded in 2025 and has already managed to play with more than 400 professional teams in the region in such a short span. Watch till the end and find out more about this team with us. Thank you so much for letting us interview you. Could you please tell us, what does Diga in the team's name stand for?
It's my second name. My second name is Diga Mirdanov, and for shortly it's Diga. And this one, I want to create a own team with my name and Diga Esports.
Listen, could you tell us a little bit about you and your fans? Why did you decide to participate in the games of the future?
We have a lot of fans in Kazakhstan because we are all my teammates from Kazakhstan. We are Kazakh, and it's very important tournament for us to improve ourselves, to say we are here, and we can play on Tier 1 tournament. This
is what we call a good reason to participate. Could you describe your team's style?
Our play style is very aggressive and smart. We training a lot for this tournament.
Wow! Okay, so the crowd will watch you play for the first time. Do you think many people will be surprised with your team?
We have a lot of surprise for any team. I think they will be in shock.
Man, could you please tell us what is something that people don't know about Diga that they really should?
Just watch us and you see how we can play.
We love your confidence. Are there any things that you want to say to athletes like you? Thank you so much. We wish you good luck.
We want to say to all our Kazakh teammates, so we can play on big tournaments, not only Diga. Everyone Kazakh who dream about this, I want to say, go guys, we can do it. We can play on world tournaments in Astana, in other countries. So just improve yourself and believe.
Thank you so much, Diga Esports. We are happy that teams like yours participate in the games of the future.
And that's Diga Esports for us right there. Look at the confidence that they have. But before we move on to the next discussion, we just want to remind you, we're just having a tiny bit of technical difficulties, but be assured we are coming back with a bang for the next game. But yeah, let's take it about the Diga Esports. They were talking about their play style, right?
Yeah, they said that they were going to be playing smart, which honestly did show a little bit, although maybe the results were 100% there all the time, and they were eliminated a little bit early on. Not to take from the fact that their positioning was really smart. Sadly, they were outmatched and ambushed by multiple different teams.
Yeah.
Of course, after this video, I'm expecting a lot more from them, and I'm sure that the local supporters will give them everything they got. But something stood out to me, Heidi.
Yeah.
He was talking about the dream of certain children who want to play esports. And honestly, it got me a bit emotional. Like, I really felt that because growing up, I dreamt a little bit about playing competitive esports. Not necessarily PUBG, but dreaming of playing competitive esports, and my dream being completely shattered by seeing the sheer level of these professionals.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing this video honestly was really heartwarming because he's giving hope to these children, a lot of things that people don't have these days.
Right.
So honestly, props to him. I want to see a lot more from you guys. You guys are really amazing, Diga Esports.
Yeah, big kudos to them. They are the local teams from Kazakhstan, and they have that confidence. They were oozing that confidence right there in their conversation when they talked about their play style, which is aggressive and of course playing smart as well. I mean, it's a different feeling when you're playing as a home team, right? Yeah. In your home country, in your home place. So, and also it's also good, as Yusuf mentioned, like we need to be aspiring. Yeah, I think that's the best word. We need to be aspiring to, if you love video games, if you want to get to somewhere, just like anything, you need to have that dedication. You need to have that discipline more than that. And also, we have all this team right here showing us that it can be done. Like, it's 100%. Nothing impossible. It takes a lot of, it costs stuff, right? It costs you discipline. It costs you having the mindset, having that confidence and going ahead. But you can do it.
100%. So, yeah, that's definitely the cost of greatness. Everything comes with a cost, and greatness isn't something to be excluded from that.
Yeah.
There needs to be hard work, there needs to be perseverance, and there will be tough times.
Yes.
But regardless to anything that anybody has going on in their lives, and anything that people want to aspire to be and achieve in their lives, just push through it, because I promise everything on the other side, it will get better no matter what, because that's what life's all about.
Of course, that's what happens, even if the case of gaming or anything it might be, right?
Anything.
But we need teams, we need organizations, we need all these teams. Shout out to Samar Kazina, like they are making this thing happen. It's not just that, let's say we have the dream of being an esports competitive player and to win championships and stuff. But if there are no tournaments, what do we do?
100%. Yeah, let's also not forget to shout out the local sports institute, Kazing Invest.
Yeah.
JLC, if I am not mistaken. I apologize if that was mispronounced a little bit, excuse me. But they are helping the dreams of little children in every aspect of sports, including the digital aspect, to achieve what they want in their life, which is heartwarming. It's an initiative that a lot of other countries need to follow. So props to Kazakhstan for doing something like this, of course.
Of course, and if you really look at the rules of the games again, just to remind everyone, because if anyone at all is really confused on how actually anyone's legend, who were in the third position, all of a snap, they went back to the first one. The rules are actually pretty simple, right, Yusuf?
Yeah. So we start off by necessary placement points. Placement points are taken from the position that the team was in based on when they were eliminated and when the game ends. So let's say, for example, we have AL Sports, Anyone Legends won the first game.
Yeah.
That gives them a guaranteed 10 points regardless of what happened in the game.
Right.
So first place 10 points, second place 6 points, third place 5 points, so on and so forth. Then we have the second part of this, which is the kill points. It's 1 point per kill, and we have seen teams such as 17 Gaming utilize this to their advantage, taking in 10 entire points just from the kills, which proves that being aggressive, like we mentioned earlier in the analysis, is a necessary part to climb up the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Are there any other rules, Heidi, do you think that people should be looking out for?
Of course, because, come on, these are tournaments. These are based or dependent on a lot of tech, right? It's not completely, we cannot say completely under our control. It's a lot of tech, it's a lot of internet, it's a lot of stuff going on. And we have to accept the fact that there could be hiccups coming up, right? So during the game, and if that's the case, like if somebody's really on a fight, a team is really on a fight, if somebody has a problem, there has to be some rules as well. So same case, we have it on for the Battle Royale by Alataw Citibank. We have it here as well for compensation points, where points are awarded to a team when an unexpected technical disconnection causes an early elimination.
Yeah.
So just in case any team has some unexpected problem, a connection issue while they're playing, it's very unfortunate, very unlikely, because we have a huge team we are
100%.
working behind this. But just in case that's there, we have to have that in the rulebook, and we do have that in the rulebook. So there are compensation points that's been awarded, and the calculations are also there. All the rules are laid out. You can actually get all the rules, all the teams, all the details on our official website as well if you check that. But let's say for the calculations, if a player is disconnected, the disconnected player's average kills per round multiplied by 1 is going to be the compensation point.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good thing, right? I mean,
It is,
considering all the sides of how things go.
100%, yeah. Make sure that it shows the consistency of the players, even if they disconnected, what could have been.
Yeah.
And it's not an unfair system.
Yes, yes. I mean, it needs to be fair because these teams are flying from different countries, flying from
100%.
different regions. We got local teams, of course, but the dedication, the time that they spend towards this is unmatched.
They deserve the best.
Yeah, they do deserve the best. So it's shout out to the organizers for considering every single aspect of things that could go wrong. Like, it's not that it's gonna go wrong, but you have to anticipate it. If not, I mean, it's going to be a problem.
100%.
We're gonna have issues. We're gonna have problems. But yeah, let's talk about the maps as well, because we are talking about 4 maps for the PUBG tournament.
Yeah.
Where usually we see Miramar and Erangel. We got Tego and Rondo added to it as well, which is actually adding more problems into the mix, more challenges into the mix. What do you feel about that?
Well, seeing as these aren't generally competitive maps that are played in esport tournaments, it's really going to show and speak levels to us how well prepared these teams are coming into this tournament. At the same time, it'll show instantly off the bat if teams have actually studied the map, have studied rotations, have studied hideouts, places to protect themselves, loot boxes. All of those things will come into play the second that the game starts, which hopefully will be very soon. Make sure to stay tuned for match 2.
Yes, and also we are talking about, we just saw Erangel and how it played out. We got more open lands on Erangel, I believe, the farmlands, where it's going to be very, very risky, which we saw actually.
Yeah.
You getting stuck in the open lands, you are cooked.
100%.
It's going to be a trouble. And the other major map I would say that everybody's familiar is Miramar.
Yeah.
Miramar's pretty much the same size of it, let's say approximately 8 by 8 kilometer map, but the terrain is actually quite different. We got a lot of highs, lows, irregular terrains as well, which actually brings in more, different, not more, but a different kind of challenge compared to Erangel. Because let's face it, if you're bad with driving, you are in trouble.
100%.
If you're on Miramar, you are in trouble. Because if you're bad in driving and you're on Erangel, you can somehow navigate the farmland because it's flat.
Yeah.
But when it comes to irregular terrain like in Miramar, it's gonna be a problem.
100%, yeah. And I think another part of Miramar that will definitely need to be utilized is another rule that's implemented in the tournament, which is the TPP, which stands for third-person perspective. Every single player here is locked in a third-person perspective view, meaning that they cannot turn this into a first-person view, which a lot of teams need to realize, and some have already utilized this, matter of fact, to use the third-person view to look around buildings, to look around hideouts and shelters, to try and spot out the little enemies. We could see in that little tight 1v1 which Team Vitality had against, if I'm not mistaken, who was it? In a 1v1, regardless of speaking, in a 1v1 that Team Vitality had, they were hiding. They got ambushed by a player. They used the terrain to hide and used the third-person perspective to look around the shed and see where and what the other player was doing. To circumnavigate, get the kill, and move on safely.
Right.
So it's a big part of Miramar because of all the buildings and the hideouts and the irregular terrain, as you mentioned, Heidi.
Yes. And also, I think there are a few danger zones when it comes to Miramar, like the open valley crossings around Pecado Crater and also San Martin roads.
Yeah.
These are going to be death traps, I would say, for the rotating vehicles. If you're not able to navigate it properly, you are in big trouble.
100%.
Yeah.
Rotation is, rotation is a very big part of PUBG in general, and if teams are unable to rotate, regardless if it's from the blue zone or the special EMP zones, which, by the way, last game had a detrimental artillery effect on a couple teams and damaged a lot of their players, knocking out a couple of them.
Yeah.
So teams need to be very wary about rotation, and they need to make sure that the IGL on each team or the coach is giving the correct call-outs as to where to drive, who to drive, and what to do and where to go to.
Exactly. Talking about the strategies of how we navigate the maps, it also comes into account of what kind of equipments you use, what kind of weapons do you use, and there was a recent patch which made some changes, and there was one before that. I think very appealing.
Yeah.
Because before, especially on the smoke grenades, they used to be meta. They're still meta, I can say. But they used to be really good in the way that you throw a smoke grenade, you blind everybody out, right?
Yeah,
there is no way you can dissect it, but a recent patch actually changed it where you can throw grenades or drive vehicle through it. You can actually dissect it and see what's going on under that. And
Yes.
a recent one as well, there was a recent patch which we were talking about where they have some secret buildings that you can get into.
Yeah, that was made in the Erangel map. Well, obviously it's really hard to utilize these types of things in a professional game because of how fast-paced every part is. But I'd sure love to see some of these parts being utilized in the final game.
Right.
Because we are, again, going back to Erangel on the final match of the day.
Yeah.
So I really hope that the zone rotation allows us to see some of these new features.
Of course. Let's take a step back to see the whole phygital aspect of things. Phygital Games of the Future 2026 right here in Astana. You're watching Battle Royale brought to you by Alatav Citibank right here in the Beeline Arena. We are pretty sure you're enjoying the first game and you're eagerly waiting for the next one. And it won't be long, trust us. And let's talk about the other disciplines for a second, right? Because we didn't get a chance to talk about that.
Yeah.
We got 8 disciplines overall. So if you're watching, I know you're watching PUBG, but just so that you know, we have other arenas, we have other disciplines that's going on. We got phygital basketball, we got phygital football, we got phygital dancing, phygital fighting, and phygital shooter. And then we got MOBA, which comes in two variants as well. There is a MOBA PC and then MOBA mobile as well. That's a lot of games.
It is a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. It definitely brings a diversity into the many sports that the phygital games are trying to push through with this newfound idea that they had. And of course, none of this at all would be possible without Phygital Interface, who founded the ideas and are the promoters for the phygital games of the future. Props to you guys for really making this possible, and we hope that future events will be much, much better than this one. This one's already amazing.
Of course.
Not to take away from that fact, but there's always better, and I'm sure that they're going to be doing
Yeah,
that.
because as each match passes, as each game finishes, as we move on to the next one, we are getting gripped onto things more and more, and that's got interesting to see. And also, that's what I said about since even if this is the first game, we got a packed Beeline Arena, right?
Yeah.
And because usually we want to see what the end game is like.
Yep.
Towards the end of the third day, we want to see who's going to be winning, who's going to be left out, who's going to walk away with the trophy and a lot of money, I would say. And if you talk about Beeline Arena, we still got shooter to happen here, right here. And which is, of course, when we talk about the other, the core concept of phygital games as the dual physical and the digital aspect. CS2, for example. Yeah, we got CS2 happening digitally. And right on the other side of it, we got laser tag, which is quite interesting.
It is, yeah. I feel like they're going to be playing it in a kind of way that is still exciting for most, but most of all, above all, this is going to be testing and pushing the limits of the capabilities of these players in both the digital world and the physical world.
True, and also the point system as well when it comes to the dual side of phygital games, because you have to score on either side. There is no way you can lead on one side and then you can walk away with a prize, because it demands more of effort from the teams, from the players. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how it goes. And we have the Twister Minds right there sitting. I believe they're just relaxing. We got XMPL, Battlins, T-Tap, and the rest of the team. And the coaches, I think they could be chilling or they could be stressed.
It's a mix of both, I'm sure.
Yeah, we can't really tell how it is. But I think everybody's eagerly waiting for the upcoming games as well. And also this break is also helpful for many teams as they can actually have the discussion and also us dissect what actually went down in the previous game and how to move ahead, or if they want to make some adjustment in the next games, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like a recoup for their minds and the mental set. It's just like a restart in a way. But like I said before, they can't be taking this as an entire full... Like, it's not like a factory reset. This is still like, oh, this is done, on to the next game. But let me not forget everything that happened in the previous one so that I can work on it and improve.
Right.
For myself and for my team.
Yes. And I was thinking about one thing, because there is this side of things where they are, when it comes to these LAN tournaments, right, where they are sitting down right next to each other, and then they are fighting against each other, but they are sitting right next to you. But the interesting thing is that you got a huge screen behind you, which actually shows where everybody is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you cannot even move your eyes out of the monitor in front of you, even for a split second.
100%.
There is a huge screen behind you with all the details, but you cannot just look at it. You can't, even if you want to, you can't.
100%. Yeah, focus is of utmost importance here, and I don't know how these players do it.
Yeah.
They have the crowd going crazy. They have the screen behind them. They got the blaring sounds. They got the laser lights. They got every single bit of a possible distraction around them, yet they're still focused, they're still immersed, and they're still doing their best.
Yeah, yeah. And also, let's look at what the next 3 maps that we have coming up, because nobody has played that maps for this tournament yet. We only touched on Erangel. We got Tago, Rondo, and Miramar coming up next, which is going to be interesting to see. And also, these are going to be rotated in between these maps for the upcoming days as well.
Yeah.
So I believe they have brought their fans with them to cool them down after the games.
Yeah.
Everybody seems so happy and chill, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's so good to see how the teams are just having a good time, because it's, at the end of the day, it's gaming, it's fun. Let's leave the side of the competition. Let's leave the money. Let's leave the trophy.
A bit hard to do that.
Well, it is going to. I should agree to you. But still, at the end of the day, if you look into the core of the whole thing, you are gaming for a living. Come on. How cool is
yeah.
that?
It's a dream for many people. Like I
Yeah.
said, used to be one of my own. It might be. It's never too late to try, guys.
It's never too late.
Never too late.
Yep.
Just like Digga said, it's absolutely never too late to try and achieve your dreams, whether it's in esports or any other aspect. You can 100% do it. You gotta push through it.
Of course, we got the DN sitting right next to the Shadow. That's gonna be interesting to see if they ever come across each other on the playground while they're sitting right next to each other,
Maybe,
right?
yeah.
It's gonna be very nice to see. We got Wolf, also our mascot, holding a gun.
We haven't really talked about what the wolf represents, Heidi. Well, according to the Phygital website, the wolf actually represents the tactical part of the Phygital games of the future, which
Right.
honestly makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
because no team is successful without communication, but communication cannot be ensured without having tactics in place.
Right.
So the wolf kind of serves like a reminder for all of us that you need to be well organized and well thought out of a plan for something to actually happen.
So
Nothing
true.
just comes out of nowhere.
So true. And also, let's just look at the Wolf as how aggressive Wolf
Yeah.
is, right? It's the aggression, it's the energy, it's the whole vibe of that, and that's what PUBG is about.
100%.
There's
yeah.
a lot of slow movements, there's a lot of slow gaming. Of course, yes, but it's not easy. You've got to be aggressive, you got to be alert, I would say.
Yeah.
You have to have your senses open to know what's going on, because let's just imagine the place where the team is getting stuck or getting in the middle of an ambush. They have to have ears all around them,
100%.
because
yeah.
they don't know who is throwing frags on the other side. If there's a team walking up to them, running up to, driving up to them, we cannot really say, but you have to be alert. And I, for one, I find it very difficult. It's not easy at all. I mean, PUBG as a game itself, these teams make it look really easy, because they are pros. They know the game. They are living their dreams. They are living their game. But and then there are us, right? And then there is us who watch all these games on the screen, who watch all these tournaments, and we are like, yeah, I can do that too. I go home, download PUBG, and then you jump into PUBG, and there you go. 10 seconds, you're done.
Instantly.
Done.
I tried playing it a couple of days ago. Of course, I have played it before many times. I enjoy it to an extent, because I do get a little bit rage baited by some of my teammates while playing ranked.
Okay.
But the thing is that it's really impressive. Like, for somebody who's played the game a little bit before, although it's not been at a high level whatsoever, seeing the difference in gameplay between what I'm used to and what they're playing, it really shows the gap between the levels between the players that we have, between actual professional players and amateur players, or people who are just playing for fun.
Yeah.
Still, that does not take from the fact that even if you are an amateur player dreaming of becoming a professional, that you cannot do it 100%. You can do it, but it's going to take a lot of time. You got a lot of competition. All 16 of the teams are right here.
Yeah, everyone's sitting right there waiting for the next battle. And that's going to be, I can see most of them are very chill, man. They are ready to take whatever comes their way, whatever maps we throw at them. They are ready for it. And because they are already here, they made their mark. They came here. They are among their names are etched in history as the first ever PUBG tournament for Digital Games for the Future by Samar Casino. And this is history. They're making here in itself is a win, I would say. No matter who wins, no matter who gets eliminated first, no matter whatever happens, them being here, them being on this stage, them being sitting among the top class athletes, I would say, esports athletes in the world, that in itself is a huge win. So, but I'm really excited to see. I think I'm more excited to see the leaderboard getting flipped
100%.
all around. That's gonna, because it can happen. It has happened, right?
You can expect a lot of surprises for sure, especially with teams that are going to be adapting and changing tactically.
Yes.
And wanting to push for more. But I think we're not the only ones excited. The Beeline Arena is starting to fill up even more. There's a lot more people that just came in. The noise is it's getting really loud. It's getting heated in here. I'm kind of sweating.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, man. It's getting kind of intense. The heat's getting to me.
Yeah, it's the energy. I would say it's the energy. Beeline Arena, huge. Lots of people. And as we say, like as each game goes forward, it's getting tougher and tougher in the sense that you are losing one chance less every time you go one game up. Because now, at least, now we have one game down, we have 14 more games to go. That's 14 more chances that you can make a dent in the leaderboard. But as the game goes up, it's one less chance to make any change in the leaderboard. So before it's too late, I think everybody needs to compete for the first half at least, at least to secure or have that percentage of hope to fight a little bit more, or just stay back, let them fight. Just as we saw with on the leaderboard, we just noticed that first, Anyone's Legend does not have as much as skills as the 17 Gaming, who plays second.
100%.
But still, they place first.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of PUBG, because it's a club. It's a clubbing, or it's a total of the placement points and the kill points. So you cannot just win just because you are good in skills or getting kills, right? You cannot completely depend on kills, or you cannot completely depend on the placement, because somebody getting a first, that's 10 points. Someone else getting a 12 kill without any placement points, the other team gets more points at the end of the day. And that's what's cool about PUBG, I would say. So we're gonna be, and this is going to be really interesting to see how this will go around. And let's see how this goes. But for now, we're going to take a short break while you have some entertaining things or some interesting stuff coming up on your screen. But hang on tight as we come back. Me and Yusuf will be back again. And the casters, Skinny and Andrew, with the next game pretty soon enough. Chill out. We'll see you guys in a bit. Take a break. Enjoy the one.
zone switch. The shift is always what you gotta play with, you know. That's the strategy I was talking about from the beginning. The zone plays a key role. Look at that zone, shooting range. Oh, that's the Severny area is gonna be packed. Those are the only compounds. That is like, it's gonna be crazily clustered. There is another fight going on over here. Twisted Mind.
Oh man, but look
That
at
was
the
a crazy
elimination
fight
feed. It's
right
going
there,
wild
but
right now.
JDG
We're starting to have a fight here. Twisted Minds, after they left Severny, they came out, they see JDG, and immediately took them. So it looks like JD Gaming becomes the first team to be eliminated.
Yes, JDG is the first team being eliminated. Oh, that's not good news. Look at Twisted Mind. They have 4 elimination points. All right, another fight going on. Made in Thailand. Let's go. Other multiple longs happening all around the map right now. Oh, even VP has lost 3 players. They're down to 1 man right now.
And that's definitely not good news for Football here. We can see on the elimination feed, Shadow Esports got one of them. DNS as well got Beamy. It's going to be 2 players eliminated at least on our elimination feed. And there you go, like what you said, right? You called it. Virtus Pro out. Fortunately for them, no points at all this round.
Oh no, that is insane. That's insane. You don't want to go out on early stages. This is game 1, day 1. You gotta be consistent, you know. You gotta stay alive. Avoid early fights. I see. We have 2 teams here, I guess. There is someone there. They don't see the person. Oh, there is another knock by Team 17 to MITH Mets.
That's Barrett on the ground right now. But on screen, we are looking at Gustav from Team Falcons. So he's doing the scouting work at this moment. He's looking at GK Esports on the other side. Doesn't overexpose himself. He should be okay. But another player from Myth, made in Thailand, Darren. This guy eliminated by X-Wood from Zoning Gaming. There's going to be another player out.
Co-analyst right here, my friend.
Alice taking some fires, doing some cut fires, shooting out some fires. They're letting the whole circle know that we're here to not try to come ambush us. Or we are gonna go get you down.
That was really heartwarming for me, but also it was
You
really
see the
exciting.
circle, now we are already in phase 3. 53 seconds to go.
Coming from
Everyone's,
all parts of the stadium,
and we have 14 teams
really
alive, 51 players.
I know everyone's waiting for the next game.
This is gonna be a madness. Now it's gonna go crazy. The circle, the leg shift is gonna go wild. The fight.
Of course, normal in these scale of events that we are having.
I would absolutely expect more fights from here, especially with Gustav. Gustav, his position was compromised. I noticed they were shooting at him, and he's all alone. Hopefully he has an exit plan here to get back to his, because if he stays there for long, he might just go in, because they might see that opportunity as we can pick up this 1 point for free.
Definitely, as we said before, the wait is going to be worth it
any
because
point
we still have 4 more
is
games.
a good point,
all
you
the
know,
teams, all your favorite
just
teams
to
are
have
still
that hard cover. Do not leave the compound, have that hard cover, be in the zone,
I would say.
take some
but
shots,
they are so ready for the next
get
one.
some
They are
elims.
analyzing the last game, what
looks
went
like
wrong, what went right, what
the
could
blue
they do
zone,
differently
people are
for
going to the
upcoming
zone.
months. But it's going to be interesting to see what is going to come about at 8 o'clock today, local time, Astana time, and we're going to have
especially
the
right now for those teams on
excited for
the main peninsula. They need to cut across onto the northern
It's taking
side.
some heavy
He's
damage.
taking a lot of damage here. Oh, Vigo blown up right in the middle of the road. This is a bad position to be in. He'll be eliminated by X-Wood.
Greatly for the inconvenience
This is what I was talking about earlier, if you remember, like, early rotation is way better than last minute rotation. You need that zone, you need that circle.
Local time. That is 20:00 military time in local time.
And there you go. We welcome you back
Yeah,
again.
unfortunately, he didn't get it right. It was a late rotation for R8 Esports. And I guess when they tried to get in, like, they're out of spots to be in.
Brought to you by Alatal City Bank.
And
We
here
will see
right
you guys
now,
at 8
we're going to
o'clock
see
with the
EK
game 2.
Esports in
Enjoy your
action.
evening.
Are
and
they
see you
going to
in a
make the
couple
big
of hours.
moves? Doesn't, because they're still comfortable in the circle.
Alright, they're taking
Here
some.
we have
Oh,
full sets.
there is a team taking. Oh, Falcon's taking some